issues, but we're gonna go ahead and reintroduce everything. Here we have National Master Gaston Andretta here, providing us his Queens Gambit Declined course. Right now, it is posted on the website at www.chesshublive.com. If you haven't, go ahead and check that out. There's a bunch of new courses on there, and this one's going to be on the Queen's Gambit Declined. Without further ado, I'll let him take over and let us know a little bit about the repertoire, how he feels, and a little bit about this opening as well. So, how are you feeling, sir?
Okay, I feel good. I hope everybody listening hear me well now. I feel good. Well, today we present the Queen Gambit Decline, the Rolls Royce of the openings. I believe, like I say before, is the defense of the champions, because Queen Gambit you can find in the Lasker against Steinitz, uh, 1894, I believe. Uh, Spassky, Petrosian, Karpov, even Kasparov play the Queen Gambit. More a little bit different, right? Like Tartakower and all different defense. Capablanca too, Alekine. So this defense well, is one of my favorite. I played this defense back in the 89. I started studying the defense with a book written by written by the Stalbert. So it's an old book, but for me was gold. So okay, we present the Queen Gambit Decline, and I divide in three big steps: the exchange variation, and Queen C2 is the Rubinstein. Bishop D3 is the most classical idea in the Queen Gambit, in the Queen Gambit Decline. The fashionable now Bishop F4, because Bishop G5 is thanks to Kramnik, white choose Bishop F4 instead Bishop G5. But for the main line, I choose the Capablanca because I love it, and I believe is the beginning of the everything. So I believe it's excellent defense, very solid. Um, you can you can be surprised in the opening almost never, because everything is everything is covered in the line. But I discovered new ideas and very interesting new concept in the Capablanca. That's why it surprised me a lot. So okay, we start with the exchange variation, and in this position, right? For example, D4, D5. I mean, D4, knight F6, C4, E6, knight 6, knight F3, and we transpose to the Queen Gambit, and knight BD7, and this is transposed to the exchange variation. And
And
here,
and question: is there a reason why we're going with this move order as opposed to just D5 on move one?
no, you know the reason, but the survey, when I made the survey, I start with this line with the semi-Slav variation. Uh, I can change everything because a couple different moves.
Correct.
But the idea is the same. I mean, we transpose to the Queen Gambit, and in this case, the exchange variation. And here we have two big moves: is E3 and Queen C2. With E3, Bishop E7, Bishop D3, and here we have Knight E4. This is an excellent move, very classical move in this line. Just exchange a couple pieces when we have less space. It's very logical. So okay, if we continue with the most principal move, bishop take, queen take, and queen knight d2. And here we have two moves, knight f6 or f5. f5 is very interesting. I like it. I like more f5 than knight f6, but it's a matter of taste. So knight f6, knight c3, bishop e6, and rook a8. And the position is pretty even, right? We have a c5 control play. Maybe the bishop go to d5. We can prepare g5 f4. So the position is super good for play, and uh, I don't see any wide advantage here. So if we play knight f6 instead of f5, bishop f5, very logical move, and bishop g6. And okay, we continue in b3, even rook d8, but castle long is good, and king b8. And if you can see, the position is excellent. We can attack the king side with maybe h5 and control play against these two pawns. Then I go to d5, maybe rook f8, f5. I mean, we have a lot of play here. So I think the position is excellent for black. The other line is queen c2 instead e3, queen c2. So we continue with bishop e7, e3, and here is the difference. With the bishop in d3, knight e4, but with the queen in c2, knight h5 is very interesting. Because if he take, he can play bishop d3 because of course knight f4. So he need to play different here. For example, if he play bishop e2, very passive move for the bishop, just in g6, castle short, and castle short. And of course, we have this idea, very thematic idea in the Queen Gambit. And after this, we just start to push the pawn and attacking the king side. The game for us in this line is in the king side, and why play in the queen side? That's the line. If he play castle short, castle long, okay, knight b6. And again, the position is excellent. Knight e4 is excellent move. In this kind of pawn structure, when black have the knight in d6, here the position is excellent for black. White don't have any advantage. You can check the game Bobotov Petrosian in the 62. This is the model game for this line. How black need to play. Portish Kasparov is another one. I don't remember the year now. So I believe this is very nice and very easy way to play for black. But we have the other line now. The line when white play knight g e2, the most dynamic and modern and aggressive line in this variation. So rook e8, castle short, knight f8. The idea is not knight f8 is we can release this knight for the protection of the h7 pawn. So here white have a lot of move, and we have a very good continuation. But f3 is the most principal line. And here we have knight g6, bishop e6, even b5 is interesting here. But I recommend for this course knight f5. It's a very old line, But I work in this line very very deeply, and I find out an excellent ideas for black. Bishop take, only move, and we have two way to take it with the queen or with the rook. I prefer with the rook, but with the queen is very good too, you know. But anyway, you can you can see in the course how well working for you. Take with the queen or with the rook. So rook take, e4, take, and knight e6, and we have control play against the 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 two central pawn e4 and d4. I play many games with this line, and it's an excellent line. Very easy to play, and very straightforward. So this is excellent line. The other line is bishop f4, instead bishop g5, and here I recommend castle e3 and knight b7. Okay, we have c5 is the most normal, but I believe why have a great play against this move and super theoretical. So that's why I recommend knight b7. And okay, here again, we have a lot of move to make, but c5 is the principal. Knight h5. I like c6 too or b6, but knight h5 is I think is a little bit more precise because this bishop is very important. So we need to take it out of the game right away. So bishop d3, okay, take it. And again, we c6 and f5. And we transpose to the principal line too. And here, okay, knight, queen c7, bishop a6. So that's why it's very important to take it out the bishop of f4 because in some point when we play a5, we have b5, and if we take b5, c6, and c7, and it's super annoying and very strong plan for white. So this position is very solid. Queen c7, bishop a6. We can take in d3 and play in the queen side. And I believe white don't have any advantage. Maybe a space advantage, but it's not enough for break the black structure. So another one. Now we go to the classical line. Here we have rook c1 is the classic is the principal. Waiting for white taking c4 is the idea. The other one is queen c2. We wanna see later. And bishop d3, the most classical line. So here black have the best response. No? Take it. White moving against the bishop, taking in c4, and here we just expanded in the queen side like c5, castle short. We have to move. We have to move here. Take it in d4 or play e6. I like e6 too. Because if white don't play e4 and play, for example, I don't know, bishop d3, we just expand in the queen side and bishop b7, and the position is pretty even for black. Well, black don't have any problem here. So after a4, we take it. We have to take. He take with the knight. Okay, he don't have the iso pawn in d4, but we have the e5 square available for the knight. So bishop e2, bishop d7. This is classical response to this idea for white. So queen b3, put pressure in b7, and queen a5. The idea, of course, he taking b7, rook f, ba is disaster, and the queen is excellent in a5. We just control the b4 square, the 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 bishop the bishop in g5 is a little bit a little bit weak. So okay, rook f d1 and b6, and the position is very solid, super good for black. So we go to the queen c2, the Rubinstein variation, and here I have a little bit when okay if he play here bishop queen c2, we just transpose to h6, and now c6. That's the idea in the what I recommend in the line, because if we play with c5 is very good too. c5 is very good line, but after this one, take it and take it and take it. The position is great for black. The position is super good, but you don't have any choice for play for winning. Never, just draw. But with c6, everything changed. Now you have a lot of counterplay in the queen side, taking in c4 and b5. So it's castle long. We just take it. Take b5, bishop d3, bishop d7. This is very normal normal response against the Y structure. So king b1, rook c8, super strong move. And here, knight 5, and I find here we have three moves, but I find b4 is a novelty. Never tried this move before, and I believe it's a great move. And c5, take it, and queen c7. And we have a lot of counterplay. Uh, just open the c file and the queen in the same scope to the rook in c8. So I recommend this line h6 and c6 again the Rubinstein variation. And now we have what I coming here, the Capablanca variation. And here we have this one and 95. 95, that's called the Capablanca simplification line. And this is the most classical line in the chess. I believe I remember the first game was played in the 1887, 1887. And later, the second game played with this line was in the Steinitz Lasker championship match in the 1894. So, okay, take is the principal. And here, castle, or we have here, knight e4. That's the Alekhine variation, knight e4. And we see in the other variation, in the other line, in the other circle. So if white castle, we just take in c3 is the most normal move. But I find this move here excellent. It's very interesting, super interesting. It's played with Puigros. He's a chess player in Argentinian chess player. He played for the first time in the 1941. But later, I saw many games of Gurevich, Ilya Gurevich, play this line. Super interesting. Okay, rook d8 is an Anderson variation, but it's an excellent line. I mean, it's amazing. E4 and E5. super logical. I mean, super easy to play. If white play d5, just touch the bishop. Okay, if the bishop left, we just take take first and bishop g4, and the position is excellent. We just play again this weak pawn here, right? So that's why play d6, queen e8, bishop e3, and bishop g4, and d6 is the target, is the next target. So yeah, I believe this line is excellent. I never believe this line is very is have this move. It's amazing. So okay, that's what I recommend in this line. And the other line is the Alekhine variation with knight e4, no castle, just knight e4. And we have two lines, yeah, b6 and knight f6. So yeah, knight take the but this is the Alekhine choice against Capablanca in the 1927. And yeah, if I take, and the position is very super solid for black. We don't have any problem. We don't have weak 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 pawn or bad structure. So I think it's a excellent defense against d4 or e4, because if they play c4, we just transpose to e6 and d5. So it's very complete defense against d4 and c4.
And then for those just asking, will there be a complete part of a repertoire? Like, for example, let's say they play d4 and you play knight f6, bishop f4, for example, a London, or some irregular stuff. Like, let's say they go one f4, one b3. What can we expect there?
Well, we have a, I don't know if we just put it, but we have a course about the irregulars openings. I call irregulars opening, right? Four or before B3 or
All the odd stuff.
yeah. London, Torre attack,
Correct.
or Zucker Tor. So we have another course about the irregular openings or unusual opening. And with this course, we almost complete all the repertoire for
Yeah,
you. I
a
mean, you
complete repertoire. Complete
I
repertoire.
mean, with that you can play chess with this repertoire all your life.
Yeah,
And the good thing about uh, this system, because when you buy a book, it's a book. You can change nothing. But with
correct.
this, you can update with the new games, the new ideas. So you can just using the
Yeah, you can update the files as you go.
yeah, exactly.
And again, you know, once you purchase the courses or the repertoires, if you have any questions, any thoughts, anything like that, you can always reach out to National Master Gaston, and he will, you know, answer all your questions and let you know, you know, what's critical, what's not. Whatever questions you have. So you basically get the repertoire and have access to him as well. So
Yep.
that's something pretty cool that you can't do with a book. You know, you can't buy the book and then call the author like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on with this line?" So besides that, yeah, that was awesome. That was a short and sweet version of this Queen's Gambit Decline repertoire. It's going to be posted for 19.99 on the Chess Hub Live website. And that again, that's www.chesshublive.com. Although all the repertoires are going to be there, so definitely something to go check out. Take a look at it and yeah, see what you find. You might find a repertoire that you like. You might find that you like all of them. So definitely take a look at that. And any final thoughts, any final words, Gaston?
Okay. I received like 3 or 4 emails and asking me for some Sicilians. So I believe in a couple week I gonna put maybe the classical Sicilian
Awesome,
So
awesome.
I have some. I mean, I have a lot of work on in that. So, but I need to update and everything for the course. And yeah, maybe the classical is one. The other one can be the Cheveningen too. I mean, people asking me for the Sicilian because, of course, I know sometimes the people don't like plays just solid, different like Scandinavian, for example, and they like to play something dynamic. But you need to study more. So, but okay, I chose in a couple of weeks, maybe next week or in 2 weeks, I put the classical Sicilian just for a start, right? Maybe the classical. Next one maybe can be Scheveningen or Taimanov, but we start with the classical Sicilian, and well, we'll see what happens.
Awesome. And then in the chat we do have Yan from Action Chess, so shout out to him. Yan from Action Chess. Again, if you haven't seen his channel, go on his Twitch, Action Chess, and he also has some good content there. Besides that, we're gonna wrap it up here, and yeah, we'll be back with more stuff. Check out our YouTube channel, Chess Hub. Has awesome content. Been posting basically daily there. Check out our brand new webpage. You can find a ton of new stuff there on chesshublive.com. Again, that's chesshublive.com. Yeah, gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and everybody have a great night.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.